Hi everyone, I'm at Swinley Bike Hub, Swinley Forest Trails, and today I'm going to be doing the full blue and red and then finish with the rest of the blue. So it's a pretty long video. I'll try and put some chapters in or something. For the good bits, I'll do some talky stuff on the way round, and hope you enjoy this video on this crisp Saturday morning. Probably going to be a few other people around today, so I'll be taking it easy when I come up on other people. Alright, enjoy. So coming out of the car park here, you've never been, there's the tiniest kind of green trail loop just to check you're alright. The blue's the first thing on your left here. Has been raining over the last few days, but because it's sandy here, it dries out really fast. He says, dead through a puddle. But yeah, I mean, the trail doesn't stay waterlogged unless there's nowhere for it to go. So on the flat bits, there are a few puddles, but most of it will be fairly dry. If it's actually been raining, all these cobbles here where they've reinforced the ground, they can get pretty slippery. So if you duck out here, see to your left the summit trails, big jumps. You can go in here and pay to ride, or you can get coaching as well. I went for some jump coaching here. Really good, recommended. So see the little blue markers there? Follow those. Peel into the woods on the right here, following this blue marker onto blue 2. There are rarely any really sharp corners that catch you out, so I'm on the e-bike today, so making light work of this uphill. Cheaty mode. Completely forgot to check my tyre pressures before I left, but they seem okay. I did pump up the rear shock a bit. It's got down to 9 degrees now. Previous rides have been more like 14, 15. So it did feel a little bit like it was a bit saggy. No one needs a saggy bum. So it's a blue trail, so it can be a bit challenging in places. Tipping it in hard for these berms. Whoa. That's the first downhill on the blue. Nice tight berms, really well made. And lots of fun. If you haven't ridden berms before, make sure that you tip the bike in. So imagine if the bike's too upright, it's not really going around the corner. Morning. Few tree roots, quite slippery, but mostly pretty straightforward. Nothing to spectacularly catch out the newer rider. Some of it does get a bit steep though, so if you're not fully confident around that sort of thing, keep your speed under control. Morning. Morning. Thank you very much. Right, cruising along, 25 miles an hour. Nice. Right, I can see the little blue flag, arrow, peeling to the right here as well. Morning. Have fun. Getting them in really at an early age. So he's just about to come down here with the kid on the front of his bike. I've seen them do it. Looks like loads of fun. Going wide on this corner so you can get the tight line in here. Nice bit of air. Tip in for that berm and power up the hill. Woo! Came here with my nephew. He almost hit that tree just there last week. Lovely little berms. Morning. Have to keep quite tight on the left here, lots of roots on the outside. Morning. On a weekday in the morning, you'll come here, you won't see a single soul. Saturday and Sunday, pretty busy. Right, lovely flat section along here. Full skill tester. Really bumpy, but nice little burn for the e-bikes. Bit of air, a little bit damp. But look at that, nice. Feels really good. Again, nice cobbles on the floor to catch you up. It is slippery. Right, it's a nice section along here to really test how fast you can flick the bike from left to right. Here we go. In, right, left, right, and then some even tighter ones coming up. Here we go. If you don't know about counter steering, check it out. Helps you flick the bike from side to side more quickly. Lots of conkers on the ground at the moment. Okay, so we're coming up to the end of the first half of the blue. So the blue, to carry on with the blue, you turn right here and head back down that long straight there. You might be able to just see the blue arrow over there. We'll be back here later. But for the red, take the next turning. See the start of the red arrows. Peeling left here for the start of the red one. Not sure what's up with my gears today. Bit clunky. Not really where I want them to be. Wow, a little bit slippery through here. So, because it's through the trees, it doesn't dry out that fast in this section. In the depths of winter it can get pretty muddy, but really fun. This section changes all the time whenever they cut down all the trees. Alright, bit of a raised wooden area, Northshore or whatever you want to call it. bit more wiggly through the trees, and some more Northshore. Quite tight around this tree. If you've got wide bars, take it easy. And again here on the left, quite tight. And you can see under the wheels here getting quite muddy. It's end of October. It's going to get more grimy from here. Really bumpy section through here where ground undulates the whole time, where it's been worn away by riders. Tight for this corner. Because it's the red, you won't see as many people on this route. Not giving it full beans today. Legs are pretty tired from the runs I've been doing recently and the riding. And I want to be able to talk to you while I'm on the way around. Oh, this feels so good. Obviously not quite so much fun. On the flat, but yeah. Still really good technical skills training. Flicking the bike around these trees and avoiding the trees, going through the gaps in between. Looking at the gaps. Looking at the gaps. Looking at the gaps, not the trees. Straightening that up. It's getting wet here. Shoes are soaked. Right, should get better after this though. That bit's even in the middle of summer, if it's rain, that bit never dries out. Well, it does, but okay. Some slightly more interesting road stuff coming up soon. Keeping it tight around these trees. Trying to stay in the grippy stuff on the corners, not necessarily on all the cobblestones. Stuff at the edge is quite grippy. Unfortunately, that means it's near a tree. Turning it in, tipping that bike down into the edge grippers. There we go, nice. Tipping it in, no brakes, no brakes. Straight over, see the red sign, floating these routes. Morning. Have a good one. Right, picking the line through here. Look at all these routes. Morning. Morning. Right, no brakes till the corner here, and then tipping in. Powering up the hill. They've changed this section. Nice berm now. No brakes. Oh god, I bottled it. Went a bit high. Absolutely no need for those brakes whatsoever. Should have just tipped the bike in more. So there's a couple of left right lefts down here, followed by little jumps, so can catch you unawares around here. Looking out for walkers, dogs coming out of there. And peel left back into the woods. There's a section up here with a nice table and a couple of drops before it. Nothing major, as long as you got a little bit of speed, you'll clear the table. Little drop. Woohoo! Quite a nice little session place if you want to practice your cables. Make sure there's a friend with you though, because being on the red, if anything happens, you may not see anyone for a while. This is the only bit that catches you out. Got to cut in tight around that, otherwise you end up in those holly bushes over there. Yes, I've done that. I think they've reopened the section around here. Morning. Thank you, have a good one. Yeah, although they cut half of this off now, so tipping in. We used to veer to the right in the woods there, quite liked that section. It just goes straight back up the hill. A little bit damp through here, you can see the mud starting. The tyres are grinding the trail a bit. Oh, something in my ear. Right, let's go. Okay, tipping it in tight for this one. In the dry, a lot of these berms got a load of fern, not fern, a load of pine needles on the inside. They always have. In the dry, sometimes it's quite nice to dive in deep with the front wheel and let the back wheel slide out a tiny bit, if you're confident with that. kind of that sort of angle, and then the back goes out on the slippery stuff. Good fun if you're expecting it. Woo! Oh shit, we're almost off the front of that tree root. Excuse the language. Okay, so we're back where I said earlier. Halfway around the blue point. For the red, we head back up towards where the blue came from. So that's where the blue came out. Go past that. And then duck into the right up here for the rest of the red. I'm going to lower my saddle a tiny bit for this. It's a bit of up and down, but it is nice. Very tight through all these ferns. Stay in the middle where possible, so that you don't clip your bars on anything over this tree root. Turn in left. Powering back up the hill, time a few seconds. And relax. Morning. If there are any safe spots, can I squeeze through? Otherwise, don't worry about it. Keep going, yeah? Yeah. Cheers, bro. Have a good one. One out for that tree stump. Caught myself on that a few times when I first came here. Some lumps here, you can scroll over those. Peel right though, don't go straight on. These are called tank traps. Some nice little berms to flick round. Tight. Whoa! Ran a bit wide there. Lovely. Nothing's going to teach you cornering is as good as that. Morning. Okay, the trail continues down there. But I recommend a bit of a run up. Drop your saddle. It's called Jubilee Line. A couple of easy tables. You can go around another again if you turn left there, or you can power through these and clear these doubles. Careful on this bit, and up on that tree on the left. The line isn't great. Okay, that's the end of Jubilee Line. Bit of a slog back up to the top now. Straight over to the red arrow. The official trail veers left here. A couple of nice roller coasters. Wipe up a bit of speed for this corner. What a beautiful day. More rollers. A big berm up the right hand corner here. Nice. Right, this is my favourite trail. Over the tree roots on the right, if you're brave. Keep tight here so you can clear the table. And this one, go high so you don't have to go in that dip. I tend to wipe off a little bit of speed here so I can get the turn on this corner. And then nice for this one. So you get a lot of speed down here and through the air over this table. Landing. Oh my god, that was great. Powering up this side, gets really tight through here, so keep a tight line, feet up, no pedalling, drops here, stay relaxed, heel in for that. Oh nice, very tight here. And there's going to be a big puddle at the bottom of this probably. Okay, not too bad yet. Okay, that was great fun. Lots of speed. A little bit of air if you're going fast enough. Seen a few people got caught out though, so 80% on your first go. Peel right here, not straight on up there. The arrow says right, not straight on. Morning. We're coming up on an area now called Clubhouse. There's a big hill on the way up to it. But it's all in the woods to the left there. There's a big jump line, but that's closed at the moment because people keep mucking about, leaving litter, fighting, all that nonsense. There's one trail that goes down with the red, which I'll be going down. There's another one called Deer Stalker, which is a bit more rutted and a bit more natural, really good fun, which is the next entrance along from the one I go down. And then a couple after that, the berm trail all the way down, just berm, berm, berm. Give that a go if you're here for sure. Really good fun. Right, I'm tipping into red 10. Swoosh this corner. Didn't do that very well.
Tight. Okay, off we go. Tight. Tight and low. Nice. Bit bumpy down here, so, and then swoosh this corner. There we go. Back end swinging out a tiny bit. Very tight rutted on here, and then very tight for this corner because that tree on the outside. No point in trying to be a hero on that corner. Nice bit there. Okay, so the bottom of this almost going to a section called the Labyrinth. So I probably won't be talking for a while. It's very pedally. Highly technical, doing speed. Those chaps are halfway around it. See if we can catch them up. Unlikely actually. Here we go. Yeah, they're quite a long way around. Well, there we go. Turn in. Let's go. About to go past a trail called Baby Maker on our right, which has got a kind of a tabletop on it. Used to be quite big. Seems a bit smaller now. Don't know, maybe I just got better. Got some nice berms on the way into it. Alright, tight. There we go. Let's go. Nice. Feeling good. Wondering what that noise is? That's my front mud guard. Not exactly the greatest fit for this bike. Flaps about a bit. Come on, let's go, let's go. Braking hard, turning in, straightening that bit out, and going again. Oh, tree root. Up we go. Oh, some cheeky bits of wood across there. Here we go. Oh, I think this is where they were earlier, so there's no hope of me catching them. Nice and relaxed, absorbing all these bumps. Cutting that paddle out. Very tight here. Very good. Really good fun, this trail. If you want to get good at riding, this is the one to do. All the tree roots, catching your lines. Big hole here, front wheel round, back wheel not into it. Okay. Yeah, great chest to brakes and acceleration, constantly on off. A little bit tiring, even on an e-bike. Pedal, pedal, pedal. hill in, find this route, and then that's the end. It looks like it's just starting to rain. I saw something on the internet, on Facebook, about this bit having a plank missing. Nope, looks like it's repaired. More tree roots. In the summer, this bit gets so dusty and sandy that you sink into these corners and you can grind out your pedals just trying to pedal. Straight over. Back wheel sliding a bit. When I left the main track there, feeling it, you can see all the pine needles at the edges. Right, the red trail goes through here. Often I go straight on and then peel right halfway up the hill. But I'm showing you the red today. It's just you can get a bit more speed when you come off the main trail to start the downhill. Probably only relevant on an e-bike. Okay, nearing the top now, so I'm going to get my saddle down, get into a higher gear, try and get some speed up. Morning, here we go. Clear this double, and this one, yes, and this table, all those very small kickers. Hitting hard, go out wide for this corner, 30 mile an hour down, door kickers, finding this one, back and catch you out, it has done, here we go, not the fastest I've done that, but we're still able to talk. Alright, now relax. Definitely one of the best trails there. Short, but very sweet. Forgot to press go on my Garmin. May as well start it now. Morning. The rest of the red is just technical, not a lot of downhill at all. Tree dodging, corner skills. So if you're still with me by this point of the video, wow, thanks for watching. That's amazing. Hope you're enjoying it. See how beautiful it is here in Swinley Forest, all times of the year. Very cobblestoney here, so just careful in the wet in the corners. Out on those routes, which can get very slippery if it's actually raining. Oh, these cobbles very slippery. Trying to stay in tight in the ferns a bit where the mud is underneath, but morning, well done. This next section's not so much fun on a normal bike. The berms for the e-bikes on the flat corners. Some very silly tabletops that don't really make any sense. So I'm just going to take it easy along here, rest my legs a tiny bit. This DJI camera does pretty well, changing from lit areas to unlit. It goes pretty fast from one to the other to adapt. Right, that's the end of the red. You come out exactly the same point as the halfway point of the blue. So this time we're going to peel right and finish the second half of the blue. Hi. Right, let's see if we can get 30 along here. 25. Top gear. 28. 29. Come on. Oh, 29.9. Blue pills left in here. Whew. So the last half of the blue, I mean this is the beginning of the second half, so in a minute a couple of really nice downhills. Just because they're blue means to say you don't need to do them. They are great fun. Any visit to Swinley needs to be doing these two downhills. Not this one here, still a joining section here on Blue 10, the start of it. You will probably get newer riders on here, so it gets quite speedy on this section down through the sand, so be ready to brake, especially this bit here right at the end, just in case there are slow riders getting up this hill. Right, so the first of these two really nice downhills. It's on the left as you look over there. Can't really park my thing over there. Looks like it's clear, so I'm going to drop in and go for it. Get that saddle down. Go wide on this and turn in tight. Here we go. Staying low over here. I tend to turn, for this right-hander I turn in a bit early, so I'm going to get caught out by that tree root, messing up the suspension mid-corner. Bit of a jump here, nice, very tight burns, tip in, hard, back on the pedals. As you can see, amazing fun. Morning. Right, I'm going to follow the official trail here, but if you're brave and strong, can you turn left just here, go straight up through the middle. I've done it on e-bikes and normal bikes. It's a pretty good slog. Straight up there on the right there. But the official trail winds up the hill, I think it's called Alpe d'Huez on Strava. Makes it easier for the less strong riders to get up to the top and enjoy all the downhills. So take it easy, save your energy. Very tight corner here, low gear. Use the berm to keep some speed. Catching up with some other riders, so I'm just going to let them go ahead. I want to enjoy this final downhill. This is where they're embarrassingly in the distance by the time I get there. Okay, let's go. Tipping in hard. Nice. Oh, want to hit that tree. One final section left. I've not been through this bit for a long time. Don't normally park in the car park. Oh. All right, stop that Garmin. Right, hope you enjoyed that. So that was the blue, half of blue, full red, followed by the final half of the blue at Swinley Forest. Great fun, excellent skill training for any rider with any ability. Really good fun. And I'll see you next time.